All right. Thank you all for coming on this evening. And to those of you who watch this recording later, thank you for taking the time to do that. We want to respect your time. We don't want this to be long, but we want you to know how simple it is to take control of your health again. So my name is Melody. If you don't know me, most of you know me. My name is Melody. I've been using the Plexus products for almost 10 years. It will be 10 years in June, which is amazing to think about. But I hope that's a little glimpse of how valuable these supplements have been if I have been using them for 10 years. I've never done that with any other thing in my life. So when you find something that works, you stick with it. And that's what we're going to share with you this evening in a short amount of time. You're going to be hearing from 3 different people, possibly 4, who are going to be sharing their stories of where they were prior to starting the Plexus products and where their health is now that they have been using the Plexus products. And I'm actually going to ask each of you who are sharing tonight, would you just share how long you have been using the Plexus products? I don't care if it's been years or if it's only been 2 months. It's good to know so people can relate. So right now, I'm going to have my friend Jillian share her story. Go ahead, Jillian.
Hello, hello. I'm gonna try to keep to my timer because I don't want to overflow into anyone else's time. But I could talk and talk and talk about Plexus. So I joined 4 years ago next month, which is super exciting for me. When I started, I was at a point in my life where I felt like I was kind of in a pit with like no ladder. I don't know if you guys have ever felt like that before, but it was a lot on my physical health, my mental health. I suffered from migraines for about 7 years. Kind of just thought that that was how my life was going to be, and that was my norm. Nothing that I used worked for that. I was a stay-at-home mom of 2 boys at the time. I have 3 kids now. My oldest has autism, so it just made sense for me to be a stay-at-home mom. But I was definitely losing myself to motherhood and felt guilty for that. So there was a lot of mental things I was going through. Lots of brain fog, no energy, cravings, could not stick to a diet, felt like everything that I tried before didn't work. And ultimately, I chose to do Plexus because I did want to lose a little bit of weight. And I thought to myself, if I could lose a little bit of weight, I would feel better about myself. So I messaged Melody, and for my birthday, I gifted myself Plexus. I started with the triplex and I said, this is going to be like the new me, my new life. And I just felt like I was giving myself the gift of like a new beginning. I knew that I needed to stay consistent. I knew the power of supplements because I had been going to a holistic doctor with my son. But supplements that we were buying were very expensive. So I was definitely treading lightly on what I was using because I just made the assumption that I probably can't afford this long term. So I started with the triplex. I was consistent because I wanted results and because Melody told me if you don't like the stuff in 60 days, you can get your money back. So I just assumed with the ingredients that I was reading, because I'll be honest with you, I'm an ingredient snob. Okay. I know what I want in supplements and I know what I don't want in supplements. And when I saw the triplex and what was included and the price tag, I kind of thought like, this is too good to be true, probably won't work. So I wanted to make sure, stay consistent. So when my 60 days comes, I can say, okay, I tried it. I gave it my all. It doesn't work. I want my money back. That definitely did not happen. So I did stay consistent. I had a few accountability buddies, and I lost so much inflammation. If you ever see my before and after pictures, you would think that's like two completely different people. I had no idea how much inflammation I even had. Like, that wasn't actually a goal of mine. Like, lose the inflammation in my face. I didn't even realize I had inflammation in my face. I lost my migraines within 60 days, not making any promises to anybody or saying that we cure anything. But I did personally lose my migraines within 60 days. I was losing weight. I had so much energy. My mental health was so good. I wasn't feeling like I'm walking into rooms and I have no idea why I'm there. I don't know if you guys have ever struggled with that before. Um, that was a struggle for me. So I just felt like a whole brand new me inside and out. Like, I just felt great. Melody, I don't know how much that was my timer. I felt like I said a lot. I don't know how much more in detail you want me to go. Um, but that was it. I just really feel so, so good, even 4 years later.
Yep. Yep. And things keep getting better. Yep. Janelle is next. So she is going to share with us her story.
Hi, everybody. I'm Janelle, and I was just before I got on tonight, I thought, I've been with Plexus almost 9 years. And so I was looking around to see if I had a picture of what we looked like almost a decade ago. And so I don't know if you can see this picture, but this is my husband, Jason, and I, and we have 7 kids. And they are the reason that I was drawn to Plexus. I was very stressed out. I love my kids so much, and parenting them and loving them was what I did with all of my heart, but I was not feeling well. So if you knew me as a kid, I was a person who always had to take ibuprofen because I had a lot of pain. And I also had seasonal issues where I had to take antihistamines a lot, especially in the spring and in the summer and in the fall. And as my kids got older, they were a lot when they were little, and they were a lot as they continued to grow. And I was finding myself getting like these heart palpitations every afternoon just before Jason came home from work. And I remember seeing Melody post about the Plexus products and talking about gut health. And one of our sons was just diagnosed with autism. And I remember reading articles about gut health and the just how improving gut health can help with some of the struggles that my son was experiencing. And so my attention kind of was drawn to reading about the things that Melody was posting. And you know how they say if you're like, I don't know, is it on the airplane, put on your own mask before you put it on your kids? And so we were on a super tight budget. And I remember reaching out to Melody, the things she was posting. I didn't want her to talk to me too much. I just wanted her to tell me what to buy and leave me alone. And I remember starting the triplex. And based on the things that she was posting, I was really excited about feeling better. But I had to go through, after years and years of stress and taking so much sugar and medications, and I was even on some prescriptions, that I actually started to feel worse before I felt better. And I was like, there's no way this is not working for me. And Melody and her friend Monica got on the phone with me and explained, why don't you take a little bit of time to read about detox? Like, this is actually good news. Detox is to be celebrated. And so I just trusted them. At this point, I probably struggled with my belief a bit, but I stuck with it through the summer. And as I remember it was around August, and all of a sudden I said, Jason, I don't think I've had a headache this week. And I felt like my brain was cleared and I made it through to the other side. And that was when I knew that these products were changing something within me. And I wasn't dependent on my prescriptions anymore, or my coffee, or eating the chocolate in my closet. And I knew that I wanted to stay on these products long term. And so here I am almost 9 years later, and I am so grateful, not just for how the products have helped me, but for how they have helped our family.
Oh, thank you so much, Janelle. All right, so now I have my friend Crystal Bowman, who's going to share her story, and maybe I think your husband Kevin is going to share a little bit as well. So thank you guys. Go right ahead.
Hey everyone. So I'm Crystal. I joined Plexus 2.5 years ago. I was one of those watch in silence kind of people, and I watched Jillian for quite a while. We had never had a Plexus conversation before, and one random night, I literally slid in her DMs, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing, what you got, but tell me everything. Yeah. 2-year-old. So he's one of the reasons why I started because I had no energy as a mom of 3. I was addicted to coffee and still looking for a nap constantly. I wanted to lose some baby weight after baby number 3, knowing that we were done. I was like, you know what, this is my time. Like, I'm gonna get me back. I wanted my confidence back, all the things. I had a little anxiety going on, I believe, and ultimately, in the beginning, I really didn't lose that much weight, but just like Jillian, like I did not know I had an inflammation problem. Like I didn't even know what that was at all. But if you look at my picture, same concept. Like I looked like I was 6 months pregnant, 4 months postpartum, and I wasn't. And I didn't lose a ton of weight, which I was a little upset about. But then when I compared my pictures, I was like, oh my goodness. I started feeling so much better so quickly. And one of my favorite things that I get to do is share that journey with other people, and breaking skeptics. And my biggest skeptic happened to be this guy. He watched me for probably close to 2 years. And one day he was doing some weird exercise, like, you know, like those weird exercises that like you see on YouTube, like, hey, use this broom and lean up against the wall and do some weird maneuvers. Like that was him. So one night he was on the floor doing some weird maneuver with a broomstick. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, at what point are you going to listen to me? So he got up and he said, okay, fine, I'll give you 30 days. And I'm going to let him tell his story now.
What's going on, everybody? So, as the wife said, I was a skeptic. Typical male. Most of us don't really care about our health. We just go about our day. We don't like doctors. We don't do anything. We work, sleep, wake up, repeat, deal with the kids, deal with the wife, move on with life, right? Well, that was where I was at for a while. As the wife said, I have suffered chronic pain. I've had on-the-job injuries, both my prior career and with the fire service that I'm now involved in. Running calls. I mean, we could run 16 calls in a day where I literally get 3 hours of sleep, or I could get 8 hours of sleep. It completely varies. So I've had the chronic pain. I've had the tiredness, brain fog. This past year, I've been going to school for my paramedic program as well. So on top of work, without sleep, I would go from shift to school for 8 hours on 4 hours of sleep. Many times. It was pretty brutal. Like the wife said, one day she just kept nagging me, what I call nagging, trying to get me to be on board with it. And to be honest, I just was tired of hearing her. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore, you know? I was like, fine, I'm not a believer, but I'll give you 30 days. If it doesn't work, I don't feel better, don't ask me about it, don't talk to me about it, nothing. So I went about it, did my about 30 days, maybe a little over, ran out of stuff. I take the Ease, BioCleanse, probiotic, pink drink, hydrate, and active, right? That's pretty much what I'm on. Well, I ran out of stuff. cool. I did my 30 days, happy wife, happy life, right? Well, I was feeling really good. I did not know I was feeling so good. Well, after about a week of not being on it, 2 weeks went by. I'm like, man, I'm hurting. My hips are popping. I'm in pain. My back hurts. Well, I sent the wife a text. Some of you guys might have heard this story. It went something along the lines of, hey, I don't want you to overreact. I don't want you to say anything. But please order me more stuff and don't react to it. Just order me stuff and we're gonna carry on like it, like we were. So that's where I'm at now. It's been about
It started December 1st. I started him on the 1st on purpose so we didn't lose track of time.
so since December, since I ran out that initial time, I haven't ran out since. I'm feeling a lot better. I got energy throughout the day. Don't have as much pain. I every now and then I'll have a little bit, but I mean that's life with my job. I'm in, gear training constantly and stuff like that. But pretty much pain free, a lot way more active now. I am now to the point where I go and take the stuff on my own. In the very beginning, I would mess around with
You don't even have to lay it out for him anymore. That's such a win in itself.
I would mess around in the beginning with the wife. Oh, here's my poison. She's here. Time to take my poison. Well, little did I know that it was actually getting rid of all the poisons in the body, and it made a big improvement on my everyday lifestyle. I don't think I lost weight or anything from it. I also don't check it because, like I said, I don't really. I'm married with 3 kids and I'm happy. If I'm a little chunky around the edges, I don't really check that stuff. Some people say I slimmed down in the face a little bit. I haven't compared photos or anything because, like I said, to be honest, like it really doesn't make much of a difference. But I am converted to a believer. This stuff definitely works. Like I've told some people, it may not work right away. But give it some time to do its thing, clean your body, change your eating habits just slightly in the very beginning to kind of reset and everything. And it works. It definitely works. I talk about it to some of the guys at work, but as you know, like I said, firemen, most of us don't really, we're set in our ways. It's kind of hard to change. But I did get one person who was also a fireman from back home that recently signed up. So we're slowly chipping away at trying to convert people who are not believers. I don't know if that was good. You guys need more or what? I don't know what my time is, but that's pretty much where I'm at. Like I said, it definitely works. You just got to believe in it, give it some time and stay consistent with it. That's the biggest thing. Try to be on a daily regimen and don't skip it and do your thing.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. Yes. And that's actually a great key point that Kevin made. Don't skip. I like to use the illustration. It's like you brush your teeth and you want your mouth hygiene to be healthy, right? So maybe some of you floss, maybe some of you use mouthwash, whatever your oral hygiene regimen is, you do it every day, right? Or at least you're supposed to do it every day, right? And so maybe you do it really well for 30 days and you're like, okay, great. My mouth is really clean. It feels good. The dentist is happy. Now I'm just going to stop because everything's great. No, you use it, you take care of your mouth every day. Now, the same thing goes for these supplements. Consistency is key. And I'm going to show you very briefly and quickly right now how simple it is to use these. So I have my glass of water. And this is a single serving of Plexus Slim. We have a few different Plexus Slim pink drinks, but this one is the Hunger Control Blood Orange blend. It's the one I'm currently using, and it's as simple as this. And if you're on the go, like a lot of us are, you just bring it with you, bring a bottle of water, mix it up or shake it up. Right now I'm just using my frother, and that's it. You drink it. I'm focusing right now on our gut health products. 3 things. The Plexus Slim, like I just showed you, comes in a 30-day supply. This helps with balancing blood sugars, balancing the hormones. This is for men and women. I give this to my husband every day as well. We have a lot of men using these products. This is decreases inflammation in the body, helps with a healthy gut, and just helps to bring a balance overall to your entire body. The other two products, this one is called ProBio 5, and you simply take it at bedtime, and you take, generally I have people start with 2. Oops, here are 2, and you take them. That simple. Take it at bedtime. This helps with decreasing harmful bacteria in your body. It also provides the good bacteria to protect your digestion, to protect your gut health. The third product, again, super simple to use in this trio, is called the BioCleanse. And I think it might be backwards on my screen here. But you simply take 2 to 4 at bedtime, as simple as this, depending on your needs. You work with the person who helped you get started. I take them at bedtime. You can take them in the morning, but I like to take it at bedtime. It's simple to use. My body likes it at bedtime. And it's that simple, you guys. That's it. And this is what so many of us got started on, and still to this day, those of us who have been using the products for years, to this day, we take this trio. It's called the triplex. It works on getting to root issues in your body. And the beautiful thing is it's simple to use. It's not complicated. And that's what we need in this day and age, because so many people have busy, full lives with children who are knocking on their door, and you need simple. And so I love Plexus because it's easy to take, it's easy to remember, it's effective, and it works. So my question to you is, you've heard these stories tonight. What if these gut health products changed your life? What if you no longer struggled with the health issues you currently have? Because that's not normal. Your normal can be different, okay? What if you had a story next time like these people did tonight? So that's my question to you to think about. Thank you all for coming on this evening. Thank you to those of you, my friends, who shared your stories. Thank you to those of you who are going to be taking the time, who are watching this recording later. Thank you so much for coming on, you guys. I hope this gave you hope. I hope this inspires you to consider using the simple set of products. So have a good night, you guys.